Rated M for mature.
This video podcast is for entertainment purposes only. We have no affiliation with any companies, individuals, or properties mentioned. Any trademarks or copyrights are utilized in fair use and belongs to the entity that is associated with.
Here we go!
Welcome to the Super Barley Brothers Show. It is Saturday, October 1st, and this is episode 60. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. Here we talk life, craft beer, and video games, all from a father's perspective. Twice a month, we magically appear on the screen via YouTube or in your earbuds through your favorite podcast app. Really don't care which one you use, just use it and then rate us and let us know how awesome we are. If we're bad, don't bother. So,
please listen to us.
Yeah.
That's all we care about.
Around the table, we have myself, Jerry, we have John, who was just talking, and we also have Scott. So, Scott, we will start with you. How are you doing, my friend?
I am very happy today. I finally, after lots of conversations between you two gentlemen, I got the approval and have made the purchase and scheduling of switching to Spectrum Internet.
Woo woo!
Cheers!
So that will be occurring either on Columbus Day, since I'll be off, or it will be happening the Friday before. So this week on Friday or next Monday. So the next time we record a podcast, Jerry, unless you're not with us, not unfortunately, it'll be a great thing. But I hope to have a better stream and a better quality and no lag and nothing like what occurred on the last episode. So I'm very excited. That's about it. I mean, that's what's going on. I mean, work was crap this week. I don't want to get into it, but this actually brought a light at the end of a long, dark tunnel. So it's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'll just go ahead and pass it over to you because I know that you've had an interesting couple of days if you want to share it with the group. So how have you been doing?
I'll share it verbally. I won't share it physically because y'all would just be mad.
Thank you.
So this week has been fun. So my youngest Zach got sick. And he ended up having to come down into the bedroom because him and his brother bunk up. So he was keeping him up. So I think at the end of the night, he threw up 7 times.
Oh my
God. And so we just brought his mattress downstairs and kind of put it at the foot of our bed and whatnot. And he did okay. But of course, both of us were tired. And then Alex ended up getting sick, I think, like 2 days later. And then it hit me, and right after that hit Teresa. Teresa got it worse as far as symptoms, exiting the body, but I didn't get it as bad, but I'm still not over it. Like, my stomach is still hurting. And so I don't know what's going on. So that's been a fun couple of days. I retook a test.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
I failed it the first time, which is fine. They're pretty difficult tests. But I started it off, and this is with ITIL service management, and I was just breezing through the test. I was like, man, I don't remember it like this. Did I really study this good? And then I looked at the fine print. I was like, wait a minute. This is service transition. I'm supposed to be doing service strategy. I've already passed service transition. No wonder this was easy.
Oh, no.
So I was more than halfway done through the test before I realized that. So I had to get with the instructor, and it took him about 10 minutes to get everything squared away and reprinted the new test. And then the first question, I read the scenario, I read the answers, I read the scenario again. I was like, yep, this is the right test because I have no idea what this answer is. So hopefully in the next couple of days we'll see how I did. But that was exciting, and that was actually it got rescheduled 4 times on top of that, and this was the day after I had gotten sick, like in the middle of the night. So it was in that same 24-hour period. So yeah, it's been fun.
It I can tell. You seem so excited.
Yeah. And then today, my really nice brother-in-law, John, he took some paternity pictures for the family, and that was also quite enjoyable.
Oh, I got to
That
hear
post I
stories
s-
about this. How did that go?
That post I said...
Whoa.
Okay, you remember last week when we went for Alex's 4-year pictures at JCPenney?
Uh-huh.
And I posted, I was like, oh man, as they get older, it gets so much easier.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that didn't happen this
Oh,
time.
no.
Oh,
That might have been a premature statement.
yeah, that was like, I was like, oh no, this is the universe. We're going to teach you a lesson on saying stuff like that. So, for the pretty much half of the photo shoot, somebody was throwing a temper tantrum.
Oh, man.
Oh, somebody got their TV and Transformers taken away for the day. But and then Zach was just distracted.
Well, a baby, 1-year-old.
Yeah, yeah.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Squirrel. Like literally, look, there's a squirrel.
No, it was the airplanes, man.
Yeah, I tell you, ever since his surgery, I have just loved, and John even captured this in a picture. I was just staring at Zach, and he was looking up, pointing in the sky, and hearing the plane. It's just so awesome, because I know he's had so much difficulty, first 18 months, and it's so awesome being able to see him react to that now that he can hear it. So,
Yeah.
very cool. So thanks, John, in advance, and I might be coming to you for some Photoshop opportunities. We might have to take the 100 pictures of one pose that you did and kind of merge them all together.
That would be very interesting. We could turn it into a little GIF if you want. That might be something fun to do.
Yeah. So, John, how are you?
I'm tired.
Yeah.
This
You had a
morning was-
busy day.
Oh man, it was swamped. After doing your shoot, I went and did Tony's soccer team's photo shoot
Oh, man.
and got their stuff done because I got to get that all prepped up and ready to go. And then he had a soccer game, which they decimated the other team.
Yeah, more planes is what I saw from your wife's post. More planes.
Yeah. They're doing really good. They're starting to get into their own.
Yeah.
After that, we had to rush off to a birthday party, and I started drinking right off the bat. I didn't even eat lunch. I just drank. It was free
liquid
beer.
lunch.
It was.
Was this out of a flask or a beer bottle or what?
No, this was a beer bottle.
Oh, okay.
It was Dose. It was Dose.
I didn't know if it was because this
It-
is a school friend, I assume, right?
No, this was my brother-in-law.
Oh, I didn't know that's whose birthday
was-
it was. Okay.
No, it was my nephew's
Okay.
birthday.
Never
party.
mind. Yeah, beer should be expected then at any party that's relatives or not.
Exactly. Yeah, I got to see all of my nephews today.
Oh boy.
At least almost all of them. I just didn't see the other side from Doug. But yeah, it was a busy day. So we drank and then came home. I took a little cat nap for a little while and then cooked up dinner, and now we're doing this. And shortly thereafter, we will be doing some Destiny because it's our destiny.
It's our density. Get it right.
It's our density. To
Yeah.
do
You
Destiny.
need to watch the clip
Damn
that Jerry posted from Back to the Future. It is perfect. It's how we
I
felt
might
all
even
week.
throw it in here.
Yes.
I haven't even seen Facebook at all this week, or today. So I'll have to work on
Yeah.
that.
It's all right.
I'm your density. I mean, your destiny.
Yeah. So what we're going to do real quick is take a quick break, and then we're going to come back with Beer 30.
Beer, 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 I'm going for a beer. Beer, 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 I'm gonna drink some beer. I like drinking beer. Lovely, lovely beer.
We are back. It is time to talk about the awesomeness that is craft beer. Scott, why don't you start her off?
All right, so I had a hard time picking out what I wanted to drink, and I thought to myself, screw it, I don't want to start saving stuff anymore. Cellaring is cool to do, but sometimes you just got to give in. and you have to open a bottle that you have been interested in. Luckily, this is a recent one that I got, so just to shed some light on how I acquired this beer, my older brother came in town. God, what was it, John? 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, just about.
Okay, so anyways, long story short, it was pretty much just to see the family. It was during Labor Day weekend, so he wanted to fly in. We got to celebrate my birthday and his birthday because they're 2 days apart, and we took advantage of some rare beers that I was able to score from a beer trader, and it was Cantillon. Since we're doing beer talk, Cantillon is a brewery out of Belgium who specializes in, I wouldn't necessarily say sours. John, you'll have to help me out here. Is it really a Guise or a Gaze?
A gaze. I don't think it's a gaze.
Well, I don't know like how the pronunciation is.
Goose.
A goose, okay. So not a goze, but a goose, okay.
A goose.
So
it's basically their version of a goza.
Okay. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's technically, to me, it doesn't taste like one, especially with the salted taste.
It's very much
that I get from a goza.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not like a Westbrook goza.
Yeah.
It's very far from that.
It's really hard to describe the taste of it, but it was a really once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This real nice gentleman that I met through our beer group, one of the DFW ones, said, yeah, you need to take advantage of this, so here's what I'm going to offer you, here's what I want from you in your inventory. And I was like, I'm giving you 1 bottle of beer for 3 bottles that you're going to give me. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, fine, cool. And he met up, did the trade, and he actually threw in a Westy 8, I think is that one that I have, or a Westy 10, I don't know, and that's a German beer that's brewed at a monastery by monks.
Not German, Belgian.
Belgian, sorry. So anyways, I know I'm not really talking about what I'm drinking tonight, but what my brother brought me as a birthday gift is from Cigar City Brewing, and no, it's not Hunapu, or however you say it. It is called Good Nightmare Mekong, and it's from the Answer Pub. It's a collaboration beer brew. It is a coconut coffee imperial stout. Clocks in at about
delicious
10.1% ABV. It's like a toasted coconut, which is really interesting. I'm not a big fan of coconut. I hate Almond Joy, or no, is it Mounds? Which one's got nuts and which one doesn't?
Well, they both have coconut.
Oh, so they both do. It's just one has nuts and one doesn't. Okay.
Yes, one has almond and the other one doesn't, and it's Mounds.
Okay, well then I don't like either, because I don't know if it's a texture thing. I just don't like how it's like grainy and it tastes like I'm chewing up like grass or something like that. So it's, I don't know, something about coconut. I love the smell. I love the smell of coconut. So like I said, it's got a...
What about the taste though?
I could go either way. I'm not really a big, like, I have to have it like in a pina colada or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Coconut cream pie, no. Can't, because it's got the shaved coconut on top and it's just ew.
It's the texture.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, it's got like a smoky toast flavor, and probably it's from the coffee in it. It's great. It is a really good beer. So, thank you, Steven. Shout out to you. I really appreciate it. It says on the side of the beer real quick, I'll read it. Good night, Mekong. Even your mama wants a taste, and she doesn't drink. Imperial stout with coconut, coffee, and cinnamon added. And it says, Pesadilla en un vaso. That means nightmare in a glass. You're welcome. Brewed in collaboration with The Answer from Richmond, Virginia, and Cigar City Brew Pub from Tampa, Florida. So, again, thank you, Stephen. I really appreciate it. And I will go ahead and pass it off to Jerry now. And please tell us what you're drinking tonight, sir.
Oh, it's a rare find. Let me tell you, it's 100% natural flavors, no caffeine, and it's made with carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup. citric acid.
Can I guess?
Natural flavor,
I guess?
flavors. Hold on.
Okay.
Sodium citrate, sodium benzate, and yeah, that's what it's made with. Scott, what's your guess?
Sprite.
Okay, and John?
Gatorade.
Sprite.
Yeah.
I'm still not feeling good. So
Better to not waste the beer then.
Exactly. We don't want to see that coming up on video.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So after dinner, I was still not feeling good. I was like, I'm not gonna risk it. So that's what I'm drinking. Yay. John,
Good choice.
what are you drinking, buddy?
So for our viewing audience, I am drinking Cuvées Pumpkin Latte, which is a pumpkin ale brewed with coffee. Cuvée being a coffee company out of Austin, and then Martin House being out of Fort Worth. And this stuff is pretty good. I could use a little bit more pumpkin out of it. The coffee is very subtle as well. I would almost have preferred this to be a stout, so that you had a little bit more of that roasty toasty taste. But overall, it's good. It's a golden ale, so it pours a golden color, and it's about 5.5, 5.2 on the ABV. But very good stuff. And of course, since we're in the middle of pumpkin season, or at least the beginning of, now that we're in October, why not bring it on? Let's drink them up. So that is what I'm drinking, and throughout the week I've only had 4 Roses whiskey. Or bourbon, whatever we want to consider it.
Well, whiskey would cover bourbon.
It would.
Whiskey is the umbrella.
It is.
Bourbon and scotch and blah, blah, blah is all underneath that.
Yep, all the subcats.
Yeah.
But very good stuff. So if you can find this, it's good. It's a little pricey. I think the 4-pack ran me $10 or $11, but it's good stuff. So there's what we're drinking. Cheers.
Did you see, real quick before we drop and go into the next segment, John, did you see the collaboration from Martin House and Lone Star?
I did.
Are you going to by chance try to pick some of that up?
I'm probably going to try to.
Cool. So Jerry and our listeners, I don't know if you're aware of this, Lone Star Beverages, a really well-known bottle shop in Carrollton and in other locations in the North Texas area. They celebrated, correct me if I'm wrong, John, 20th anniversary? 10th anniversary, okay. So in the 10th anniversary, they teamed up with Martin House Brewing, speak of the devil, and did a collaboration brew, and it's an Imperial IPA, and I have heard nothing but amazing things from reviews on our Facebook groups about this Imperial IPA. Citrus hops definitely hits you in the face, not like a strong cedar or anything like that. It is fruit-tastic is what I've seen some people comment on. So, yeah, it's called Big Hoppa. And it's in
Big
cans.
Hoppa IPA.
It's a 4-pack in cans, I think. They're
Yeah, that
tall
seems
boys.
to be Martin House's setup.
Yeah, they're tall boys, so I'm gonna have to go look for.
Yeah, these are
some.
not the pumpkin latte is not. It's your standard 12.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they did a release party Friday at Lone Star Louisville, and I couldn't make it out to it. I had some other obligations, but it is one that I do want to get my hands on, because it kind of celebrates the Lone Star Company, and then Rick and Sam and their ability to work together and have such a fantastic dynamic within the DFW marketplace. So I'm very proud of these guys.
Absolutely. So cheers to them. Here's to 10 more.
Amen.
Prost. All right. Well, we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with Game Time.
I want to play a game.
we are back. Thanks for sticking around. Breezing right through this. Scott, besides the main topic, do you have anything game-wise?
I think because we're pushing right through this podcast, we have a reason that we're all on here. I have nothing to contribute other than the main topic that we're all going to talk about. So, other than my usual on my mobile, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, still clicking away on those time clickers, clicker heroes, adventure capitalists, trying to level up, make a bunch of money that's not real, defeat a bunch of monsters that's not real. Really haven't played much, although, just real quick, it kind of brought back my love for this game. So Brendan and I were chilling on the couch this afternoon, 8-year-old son for those who are listening for the first time, and we had already played a game of NBA 2K16, which he killed me in, and I don't play basketball. I don't know setups and layups and all that stuff. I just shoot when I think a guy's open and hope for the best. So he owned me in that, and I'm like, alright, that's cool, whatever. What do you want to do? He's like, I want to play some Rocket League for a little bit. And I'm like, alright, that's cool. So he plays Rocket League for a little bit, and he's like, I want to play a game with you like we were doing, but I want to play like a co-op game. And I'm like, alright, what do you want to play? And he goes, what's that game that you and John were playing on the computer for nights a while ago? And I was like, Diablo? And he goes, yeah. Can I play that with you? And I said, not on the computer, but I have a PS4 copy of it. Do you want to play that? Yeah, let's give it a shot. And we played it for about an hour, and the itch is real. So he's kind of got his hands in it, and he's addicted to the checking out the gear. The cool thing about the console version of Diablo as opposed to the PC version, to where it's more casual on the console, is when you acquire a piece of loot from a downed enemy, it will actually have arrow ups or arrow downs. Of course, arrow up is colored green, meaning, hey, that's better, it's up. Arrow down is red, meaning, hey, that's worse than what you have right now, that's bad. And you can actually have it set to auto-equip when you pick an item up. If it's better in your attack or better in your defense, it will auto-apply it to your character so that you know what's good and what's not good, not by having to go by numbers or anything like that. It makes it...
That sounds awesome.
It actually does.
Yeah, it really does.
I mean, for people that we know, like John, your brother, Doug, he's absolutely all about numbers. He wants to look at the stats. He wants to look at, the intelligence, the dexterity, or whatever type of character, and he wants to, put 2 and 2 together and go, okay, well, if I get my crit chance up here, then I'm going to do a lot more damage here, and it's that RPG analysis. Well, for an 8-year-old or, casual gamers like us, I don't like to do that. I just want to equip the best stuff possible, and I just want to go out and have some fun. And that's exactly what this option allows for in the console version. Now, the only setback is the console version does not get some of the updates that the PC version gets, such as Seasons, which Season 7 is about to end, which I just realized, and I'm like, we never finished that, John, but whatever.
No, we didn't.
It's all good. I don't care. It was good while it lasted with us when we played it for about a week, but that's one of the setbacks. But they do offer main updates, such as the I don't know what they call them, but the enhanced Nephilim rifts that you and I noticed for the first time, the different types of treasure goblins. They do have those in the console version. So once we get sick and tired of the game that we're going to talk about here shortly, if this game drops to like $20 on the Xbox, I am seriously going to pick it up on digital at least, so Jerry, you and I can split it, and not trying to convince you, John, as well, but I know that we do have a few other listeners and members in our group that have it on the Xbox, and I think that could be our next addiction after probably Halo 5. One last thing, though, to go back on Rocket League, and then I'm going to end my segment, is I like Rocket League. I love the developer behind Rocket League. They have done something, and I haven't checked the PC version out, so I don't know if this is console only or not. So people that have played Rocket League know that they release these DLC packs. Either a new car, a new track, not new track. Pretty much it's just cars. It's cosmetic stuff. They had the Batmobile. They had the Back to the Future car. They had, this little pack set where you could get 2 cars because this new arena was opening up. To their credit, all of their game mode updates, all of their new arenas have been free to play. Or not free to play, but free to own. It's included with the purchase of your game. However, they have gone the Counter-Strike Go route, John, and by that, do you remember crates in Counter-Strike?
Yes.
Or crates in Team Fortress?
You gotta have coins to open them up.
Keys,
Yes.
coins. They now have crates in the console version.
Why?
And to unlock the crate, you have to purchase a key. The key prices range from 1 key that costs $1.49 to 5 keys that cost $4.99, 10 keys that cost $9.99, or 20 keys which cost $19.99. Now with that key, of course, and I asked Brendan, I said, how did you unlock all these crates? You've got 8 here. He goes, well, it's random drops. It's random, after you complete a match, it's, sometimes I'll get like a antenna, whatever you call it, little icon thing.
Yeah, the ball.
The ball,
and whatnot, yeah.
Thanks. I'll get, wheels, I'll get colors, I'll get whatever. I'll get new exhaust, but sometimes they'll just say, hey, you unlocked a crate because you achieved a new rank or whatever. And he has 8 of them. And I was like, how do you open these? And he goes, well, you have to buy a key. And I was like, oh, man. He goes, but look at the stuff that you can unlock.
Use that line.
So I said, okay, well, show me what you can
Dad,
unlock.
look, it's exclusive.
And, of course, they had something for me, which was an 8-bit exhaust where it actually makes the old 8-bit audio track of brrr with the 8-bit flames.
God.
And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. They had, of course, this.
They're getting you.
I'm
They
getting
are.
to that.
Did you
I'm
drop-
getting to that.
Did you drop dime?
I'm getting to that. So they also had other things such as color transitions, kind of like a screensaver graphic on the body of your car that will actually have this graphic go across it the entire time while you're playing. Pretty cool. Kind of like the fluorescent, color changing stuff. So I was like, how much are they? And so I already gave you guys the prices, and I was like, well, you have 8 of them. I could go ahead and drop the $10 now, because if I spend $1.50, I'm spending 50 cents more than if I bought 5 keys, because they're $1 a piece at that price range. And you have 8, so I'm going to want to end up opening all of them. So I, spent the $10, and because again, Brendan's put hundreds of hours into this game, and we're going to get to that here in a minute about the game that we're going to talk about tonight. I consider that a good investment because I know that that's what he plays only. I know that that's what he loves. It's his #1 favorite game of all time right now. So I don't mind chipping another $10 because I know I haven't hit the $60 price range for this game. So I'm still under. Here's what sucks though. So we buy the keys and I'm like, dude, alright, open them up. I want to see all this stuff that you're going to get in this crate. So we use the key, unlock it. It is literally a Wheel of Fortune wheel type thing where you get 1 item in the crate.
Okay.
I thought I would get multiple items in said crate. Not
Gotcha.
1. That supposedly cost technically $1 in their mind. And some of the times when we spun the wheel, guess what happened in the 8 times that we did it? We got
Bankruptcy?
duplicates.
Oh,
That's not cool. So, I'm going to end on that. I know that a lot of people hate the DLC crap. I already told Brendan, I said, once you use those last 2 keys, you're done. I'm not buying anymore. unless you get a gift card for Christmas or you want to spend your own money on it. But that just set me off right there. If I'm going to be spending money to open these crates, I should get a brand new item each time, just like when I unlock something when I'm playing Rocket League or when he's playing Rocket League. And they say, hey, you unlocked this new...
no duplicates.
Exactly. So, I know I said I didn't have nothing to talk about. That went on for quite a bit, so I'm going to stop right there and let you gentlemen talk before we get into our big discussion. So, Jerry, other than the game that we're going to talk about here shortly, is there anything that you have played, sir?
I'm playing Evil Apples and still debating on whether or not dropping that $10 for those decks.
Considering that they just put the Halloween stuff in, I'm really, really tempted now.
Oh, I already did that. Sorry.
I know you already did. I haven't dropped dime on it yet.
And after we're done, we need to start our own between the three of us.
Yes, we
for
do.
load times.
So one thing that's cool, just to let you know, so you can get your money's worth, and you're not getting the same cards every game. You can actually pick and select what decks you want to have in your hand at all times. So if you
the ones you want to turn on, you can turn on and off certain decks that you want to play with.
What?
Yeah.
So you can play with strictly just your brand new decks, or you can scatter them throughout all your decks that you own.
Holy crap, that's awesome.
Yeah, and there's like
you can make custom cards.
Mm-hmm. So there's a I love the 90s deck, there's a video games deck, there's a bunch.
All right.
Yeah.
Next paycheck.
I know, and that's why here's where I factor in, is the DLC worth it? It is a free to play game, but look at how much fun we've had, look at how much laughs we've had, look at how much time we've spent.
Waiting.
Well, okay, yes. No, you're right. You're right. But still.
I'm playing.
We're still playing.
Yeah. Cool. Well, John, I know you had something to talk about real quick before we get into the main topic. Go ahead.
So, Destiny. Or, not Destiny. Oh, God. See,
Spoils.
I've got it on the mind. Spoils. No,
Go back and bleep that out.
Disney Infinity. We all know that is coming to an end.
Wait, what?
Yes, Disney Infinity is coming to an end.
Well, specify what you mean.
Last
It's not really
night,
coming to an end.
The online capacity of Disney Infinity is coming to an end. And the non-console versions have come to an end as of last night. Last night they shut down all the mobile and non-console, even PC, content and usability. So all the links were removed from the respective stores, including Steam, and it no longer exists except for physical copies on the console. That is the only way to play the game now. And they will be, in time, removing all of the other online content over the next couple of months. I think we're looking at about 6 to 8 months tops before they shut everything down on the Disney Infinity side. So, it just so happened that last night my wife was out running errands while I was at Friday Night Lights with my son doing soccer drills, and she ran across Target that had all of their Disney Infinity 3 characters marked down to $5, $4, because it was 3 and change. So we kind of went on a little buying spree last night. We got back home about 10:30ish after picking up some dinner and whatnot. But we ended up netting, and yes, we even went today after the parties and whatnot and picked up a handful more. We ended up netting a grand total of 20 characters, including a brand new set and several standalones. So we have almost completed the Star Wars collection. I think we're missing 3 now from the Star Wars characters, and then we picked up a couple of the other just random ones like Maleficent, Tinkerbell, Aladdin, Jasmine. I'm trying to think who else we might have picked up. Hulkbuster. So yeah, if you get an opportunity and you're looking for these things, go to Target, Walmart, Toys R Us. They will have them all marked down dirt cheap as they're trying to get rid of their stock.
Even the play sets?
even the playsets. We picked up the Empire Strikes Back playset, which is the Leia and Luke playset,
Yeah.
for $13.
Do you know if they had the Marvel one with Captain America and I don't know who else it is, but it's like a Smash Brothers where you can actually pit your Infinity characters against each other? I think it's called Battlegrounds or something.
Yes, they did have some of the Battlegrounds. It wasn't one that we picked up,
Okay.
but Andrea saw that over at the North Walmart
Okay.
on Custer.
Looks like I'll be making trips tomorrow too.
Yes, do some hunting because the stock is going to vary at each location.
Sure.
We picked up the last Chewbacca over off the El Dorado Target that was in Frisco.
Yeah, him and the Star Wars Rebel characters are the only ones that we do not have.
Yep, we are missing 2 of the Rebel characters at this stage.
Cool.
So I am uber excited because I'm a geek, and yes, we got some of the light effects ones as well.
Yeah, they're awesome too. When you put them on there, they light up and it's cool.
Dude, that was epic.
Yep.
Well, at first, we didn't realize how they were kind of set up, and we didn't know how to expect it to work. And then I noticed that they had that black base that was mid attached in between the clear. I was like, oh, that must be how it patches through the information to tell it to light up.
Yeah, we got Yoda and Vader that light up, and it's pretty awesome.
I know for a fact we got a light up Kylo Ren. We got a light up Maul.
Oh, nice.
What else we got to light up? I think we got to light up Maul. We did pick up the new Vader. I don't remember if he's light effects or not. I think he is. We picked up Ant-Man this afternoon as well.
Oh, man.
Because we found that. That one was at the North Walmart as well.
Good deal.
So if you guys are looking to pick up Infinity characters, even if you don't have the game, but you like the characters and the way that they look as a collectible, and you plan on putting them up on a shelf, go pick them up. They're dirt cheap. We saved probably $200 in everything that we've purchased so far. I kind of had a bad addiction. It might have been a little unhealthy, just a wee little bit.
Yeah, it's all right.
It happens.
Well, we're at the 36-minute mark, and my wife had a great idea. She's like, well, y'all are having so much fun playing Destiny. Why don't you make it a short podcast and play afterwards? So that's what we're going to do. But first, let's talk Destiny.
It's a good game. There we go. Now let's go play.
No, I think I was telling John earlier, I can understand people that bought it, day one, why they might be frustrated. I'm really happy that I waited because if you're just starting out and you have, all the expansions and everything like that, you've got plenty of content that won't necessarily keep you bored. Now, when you go on your patrols and things like that, yeah, it can get a little repetitive, but I think one of the main things too is playing with friends is a big plus to it as well.
I think
I would agree.
I think also a big plus, and I did a little snooping on the Xbox app on the phone. One cool thing about the app is it can tell you where you rank amongst your friends when it comes to total hours spent in the game. So if you think about it from us three, since we all pretty much purchased the entire game recently for, pennies on the dollar of what a normal person spent, we also invested the less amount of time to get to the light level that we're at right now. So if you think about it, Jerry, I'm, I think light level 351 or something like that, or 350. It's either 349 or 350. Jerry, I know that you're getting up there in 342 or somewhere around that range. John, I think you're at 320 or something like that. You have to think about Ryan, part of the Late Night Enforcers, has put in 1,000 hours into this game, which I'm not saying is a bad thing.
Seriously, 1,000 hours?
That's what it said on the Xbox. I don't know if he left it running or what.
Holy shit.
Ian put in 150 hours, I believe, in his total playtime, and we all know what his views about the game are. But if you really think about it, that's 50 cents an hour that he spent. Well, I take that back because he got the season pass and spent more than the $60 price range or whatever. Long story short is us three have averaged around, I think I want to say I saw it around the 40-hour mark to 50-hour mark is how much time we've played for the past 2 weeks. And look how fast we've ranked up and gotten better gear. So we know that there have been improvements made to the game. Like any game, there's in this day and age, there is always problems day one with a game. They're never released perfectly. They always have issues. They will release patches later on to address these issues. One of the biggest concerns and problems was it takes you forever to get better gear to raise your light level after you hit the level cap. We have started to notice that now. Now Jerry and I noticed last night. I had a lucky night last night, and John, unfortunately you weren't there to witness this. Jerry and I were just doing patrols, and we're just hitting beacons, unlocking these assassination missions, or these, get to this area, scout this area. And I'm telling Jerry, dude, I'm getting a bunch of drops. And one thing about Destiny is they don't have any kind of item or artifact that you can equip to boost your chance of getting a legendary item or whatever, so it's really just luck of the draw. And I'm like, dude, I'm getting like a bunch of blues and purples and stuff. Like, I had a total of 10 when we went to the tower last night after we had gotten done, after playing for about an hour, I want to say. And I was like, I'm going to start decoding my stuff, and I just want to see what I get. And we've noticed that the best way to decode items is make sure you have your highest light level equipped. No matter if you use a weapon or not, make sure that you're at the highest potential, because when you decode something, the game is going to read it and go, okay, he's at a light level here. Here's the role that he's going to get a chance to get something that's going to raise his light level. So I'm decoding. Boom, I hit a freaking exotic unlock. And I'm like, what? I just got a yellow helmet? And Jerry's like, what? And I go, dude, it showed purple on my inventory, but when I hit that decode, yeah, I've got this obsidian mask now, and it's awesome. It's a 351 defense.
And it looks sweet, too.
It's pitch black.
Can't wait to see it. I cannot wait to see
So
it.
I'm like, oh, dude, this is awesome. But that's the problem is Jerry, on the other hand, really didn't get much.
I didn't know. All of it got dismantled.
Yeah.
Everything that I picked up got dismantled.
Oh, no.
So it's like, I don't know. That's the one biggest difference and complaint that people have when they play a game. You want to have that sense of accomplishment, that sense of you've reached this.
Like you're getting somewhere with
you're
it.
achieving something out of this, kind of like in Diablo. But just like when you and I have played Diablo, John, there's been plenty of times when we've run Nephilim rifts where you're like, oh, got a legendary. Oh, got a green.
Yep.
Oh,
and you've gotten
I'm
all
like,
upset about it.
I don't have anything. I'm not getting jack. And I'm just like, you know what? It happens. You have your good. It's exactly what I told Jerry. You have your good nights. You have your bad nights. The only thing that you have to focus on when you're playing a game like this is the fun that you're having. And I know it sounds like a stupid commercial, whatever. Only thing that matters is the fun that you have with your friends that you play it with, and that is the best enjoyment that you get out of it.
Da, da, da,
Hear, hear.
So that's all I have to. I mean, I like the game. I've bought it twice now. I bought it on the PS4 up until the Taken King, and I've now bought it, for half price, of course. But I bought it on the Xbox. Now, what does the future hold for Destiny? Who knows?
What is its destiny?
So the rumors are going around there, and we could talk a little bit about this, unless you guys had something else to talk about with Destiny, at least right now with the Rise of Iron. I mean, the campaign's short. It's just like what everybody else is saying. It's roughly 2 hours, if that. We pushed through it. We beat it in 2 nights. I mean, it literally took us
so
2 nights.
We already beat the campaign?
Yes.
The primary.
That last boss.
Oh my gosh.
That last boss with that axe is the final story mission.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, because we got the
Okay.
40-point achievement.
Dude, that
Spoiler
axe is
alert.
awesome.
And the axe was cool, yes. And I got to use it last night for the first time because I was like, Jerry, look what I get. He's like, no, I want it. I'm like, I didn't get it. You two got it. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, have fun. I was like, okay, this is cool. Then a tank dropped and I got wiped out. I'm like, that's not cool. So that's what we all know about Destiny is, at least from us three in this group, is you have to throw the story out the window. All you need to know is there's the light and there's the dark. We are the light. We fight the dark. The darkness, the fallen, the cabal, the taken, you name it. I don't remember half the people's names that I've talked to. I know Saladin now because I had to go turn in a quest to him last night. The main thing that you have to understand about this game is the lore is not Halo, and that's what everybody was comparing this to when it came out, because they're like, oh, this is Bungie, oh, this is going to be Halo style, this is going to be awesome, there's going to be so much history, there's going to be so much story, and that's not what they were trying to achieve. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, I don't know. I don't have connections with the developer, I don't know what their thought process is. But the end result is they are supposedly working on Destiny 2. Now, you, me, or you, Jerry, John, myself, that have invested 40, 50 hours into Destiny 1.
62.
Oh, dear God. Okay, 62 into Destiny 1. I want to pass this question off to you two because I want to get your thoughts on it.
No.
And that is going to be, what if Destiny 2 comes out and we start all over again and we cannot transfer our characters? Are you going to jump on board day one, or are you going to wait like we've waited?
I'm not going to be a day oneer.
Yeah, whatever the answer is to that question, it's still not day one for me.
Good. And that's exactly what I agree with you guys on.
Yeah. I mean, I want to support them. I like the game, but I'm not going to put in 1,000 hours into one game. I'm sorry. I've got too much of a backlog. I mean, we've still got Halo 5 to do.
Yep.
And then Gears of War is coming out. I don't know when we're doing that one.
Well,
but I've still got Doom
when it drops down to $30.
Right,
and Rebel Galaxy. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of games to play. Oh, and Assassin's Creed, I'm way behind on that one. So.
Well, and the thing that really will upset me about Destiny is when they first came out, when Bungie came out and they talked about Destiny, was they specifically told everybody. Now, of course, as recent events have happened with No Man's Sky, don't always believe what you hear. Don't always believe what you see. Things can change at the drop of a hat. They said when they announced Destiny way back that this is going to be a 10-year game. Meaning it's going to be a 10-year long story. Your character will transfer with you from beginning to end. And that's it. If they release Destiny 2 and they do not allow for character transfers, I'm going to be upset. Because I put in this time, so. I've put in this amount of work. I want to carry my character truly from the beginning to the end. And what they should do, at least what I believe they should do, is do like what they've done with the expansions with Taken King and now with Rise of Iron. Drop a level cap auto to everybody that buys the game brand new. Here's your level 60 boost right here, just like World of Warcraft does. Here's your level 90 boost for your character, a level 100 boost. Do that so that us, the original OGs, that started, not technically started day one, but started with the first Destiny, allow us to continue our progress with our character throughout the years. So.
Well, we've got that spark of light that we can create a new character with and automatically launch them to 40.
Well, that's why I hope that they do that with the next version of Destiny, whatever it might be. They're already saying that's going to be called Destiny 2 because this latest expansion is the drop-off point where they did not release it on the 360 or the PS3. So they said, hey, you guys have played up until the Taken King. It's time for you to save your money a little bit and upgrade to the current gen and enjoy the Rise of Iron because you can transfer your character as long as it's from 360 to Xbox One or PS3 to PS4. We want you to continue the journey with us. So,
Oh, that was nice of them.
Yeah, and so that's why I'm hoping that they continue that. It's like, okay, here's the next version. Yes, you can transfer your character. It's just a copy and a paste, or a cut and a paste, or whatever.
Well, there's not going to be any characters to transfer if we don't get playing more.
You're right.
Anything else, gentlemen?
No,
I don't have anything.
we like the game,
Oh.
and we're addicted to it, so we're going to
That's what.
definitely...
That's why we're making this a 50-minute podcast.
Awesome.
All right. So we appreciate you tuning in, and you can go to superbarleybrothers.com for more articles and shows that you want to catch up on. We can be found on social media, Super Barley Bros, all one word, pretty much everywhere. But the most active place is facebook.com/group/Super Barley Bros. If you're not a jerk, come and join us. If you are, I'll kick you out. So don't forget, like, subscribe, share. It'll be great. And toodaloo.
Thanks for playing.